Art Fair Confidential, the Be in the Know podcast for the art curious. Join the creators of Art Expo New York and Spectrum Miami art fairs as they delve into the passions of art collectors, the creative spirit of artists, the how-tos of a successful art business, and the importance of art in today's world, with interviews, discussions, and collaborations. Sponsored by Art Business News.
This is my first time at Spectrum Art Fair. I've been in the Miami area each year for Art Basel, but this is my first time doing it this big. So I'm excited, I'm nervous, but at the same time, I'm more excited. I'm looking for some sales. Definitely need some sales like everybody else. I've already got some good exposure, so that's always a good thing. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy to be here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're still in the first half. There's still 4
Right,
days here.
first 2 days.
So you never know what can happen.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody comes usually towards the end. You know, that Sunday, that's when they know everybody has them pieces left for sale. They may have come down on their prices a little bit because it's the last day.
Yeah.
You know. So at the time, I was trying to just think of an artist name. My real name is Michael Temple, but I was just trying to think of an artist name, and that. There was a couple things going on. Of course, Game of Thrones was going on. A king that was kind of unknown, that everybody was kind of feared of. And then at the same time, there was an album by Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. But it's an abbreviation, and really, Mad is mentally advanced, driven dreamer. King is know yourself, never give. So it's not a title of sovereignty, but it's a title of identity. So even how deep that is, even all my art is the same way. So a lot of people kind of either buy art that touches them, or sometimes they buy art that's off a hype. My character behind me, which is featured in all my pieces, his name is Gensho, which means phenomenon in Japanese. He's a reference off the mythological Chinese lion, the fo dog, that sits out in front of Chinese temples, restaurants, homes. And that thing is meant for protection, warning off bad energy, and also bringing in wealth. So I wanted a character that kind of embodied, good energy. So when you brought this piece into your home, you're bringing in good energy. And unlike other artists, like maybe Cos, for example, who's a great artist, don't get me wrong, but his character embodies a very negative energy. It's a skull with crossbones in it, X's over the eyes that represent death. Typically, when he's in a position, it's either face down, covering his face, holding a limp body, positions of sadness, despair, depression. And people, as hype as and big as Cause is, they just, buy his pieces just because he's a great artist, but not knowing the imagery and energy that they're bringing into their home. So I kind of created this character to combat that energy that people may bring into their home. So I wanted to have a deep message behind my pieces, but also give it a fun brightness to it, something that people kind of almost feel familiar to. Yeah, man, I try to run through different mediums and backgrounds, but always try to include my characters. So I'm very versatile and experimental in a sense, so I like trying different things. I like trying different materials. Like even this piece over here, you can touch it and it changes and everything. So it's like a whole new piece, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just trying to brand myself across different mediums, different platforms. Whether I have a plushie doll, that way it just kind of shows off like kids like it too. I was afraid kids might not like it, but they love it. They love the colors, it's fun. And it's also good, it carries a good message behind it at the same time. I would like to close out with, I would love for you guys to stay being you and also be the best you that you can do.
Listen to more of the Art Fair Confidential podcasts at redwoodartgroup.com/podcasts. And we'd love to hear your feedback as well as suggestions for new topics. Just drop us a note at info@redwoodartgroup.com or click on the comments box at the bottom of the podcast website page. Remember to stay in the know. Join us next time for more Art Fair Confidential.